conversational AI is always improving. Contact centers are becoming the centralized hub of communications in the healthcare system. It's going to play a very important part because voice is not going to go away.
So many things could be happening with CX and healthcare, and the contact center as a service is a large landscape. So I'm wondering what other ways you see the CcaaS market, as we call it, contact center as a service, improving CX for healthcare moving forward.
I've got like a two-part answer for that. One is conversational AI is always improving. There's interaction analytics that work and have many aspects to it, as far like the tuning part. It could be analyzing the communication journey to recognize trends, keywords, trends, make it more personalized conversation as time goes on and they get to know Roni because maybe she calls in, more than once and get to know her. It could also be to score conversations for keywords and tones like, hey, every time somebody calls about this drug, they're angry. Why is that? And kind of be able to be, where are we coming up short? How do we fix that and be able to take the analytics and drive value out of it to be able to correct some of the, make more efficient conversations, if you will. But it also could be dynamic too, right? Like an example of, hey, I want to make an appointment on Thursday to see Dr. Smith. And then the IVA says, well, Dr. Smith isn't available for 3 weeks. Do you want to wait? Well, who is available? I don't want to wait. Who's available on Thursday? Because I need to see somebody, right? So being able to have that dynamic to say, go into the tools and find out who the right skilled professional is that's available at that time and pivot all on dynamically on a call is where we're headed. And it won't work in siloed tools because you need it all to work together and have a unified platform to be able to do it, but we're getting there. So that's one. The second thing I would say about CcaaS that I'm seeing is that I'm finding that contact centers are becoming the centralized hub of communications in the healthcare system. It's not there yet, but as we streamline the tech stack, reduce that because it's unsustainable the way it is to have all these point products. Budgets are shrinking. The data needs to be unified. CcaaS is going to be that central hub, and the reason for that is because it can integrate with the backend systems like the EHRs, the revenue cycle tools, the CRM tools, customer relation management tools. It can also connect to the outbound. It can connect to the remote teleworkers, the remote workers. It can connect to your mobile consumer base. It can patient at home as we move more care to outpatient and patient at home and hospice and post-acute. You can have those connections from a patient journey. And then you're also starting to see it connect to the internal clinical communications, the operator consoles. So you're going to see it. It's the long game, but it's going to play a very important part because voice is not going to go away. Voice will always be there for the reasons I just mentioned. The, oh, by the ways, I must, while I have you, can I talk to you about this? Or can I talk to somebody about this? Voice is always going to be a critical component of healthcare.